What is up, everybody? My name is Andy Bond, and welcome to Float Light Live. I am the greatest photographer ever. I'm from downtown Appleton, and now give it up for the man, the myth, the legend. He is the one, the only. He is going to be the first one to start this night out. He is making his debut from Appleton, Wisconsin. Give yourself a round of ham. You know him from Float Light Live. Give it up for Daniel.
Good evening, Float family and friends. My name is Dan, your float guide for this evening. And tonight, we are welcomed by one of our own Float family members. But right now, it's just us. So how's everyone doing tonight? Type in the comments what you'd like to say. What's up, Scott?
Sorry for being late.
Also, we're sorry for being so late this evening. Sorry for that.
Who are we joined by?
Oh, we're gonna let it simmer and let the anticipation grow as we wait for our guest.
Okay.
Yeah, but we still have John. John's here. John's in the building on the couch.
Yeah, this normally doesn't happen, but that's all right. I'm cool with that. Are we just still waiting for Josh? It's okay.
We could
I don't think I've ever been cut to couch cam before the show actually started.
This is a preview.
Oh, it's a preview of the show? So we're actually waiting for our guest to come out, but it will happen. Daniel's got some new device that he's playing with. All right. Let's just restart.
Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.
Hey guys, what is up? My name is Andy Bond, and welcome to Appleton, Wisconsin, where magic happens every single day behind the TV screen. Welcome to Float Light Live. My name is Andy Bond. I am the photographer for Appleton Downtown Inc. But enough about me, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up, and let me introduce the first debut of many Float Light Lives, Daniel.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Float family and friends, to Floating Light Live, where we articulate, postulate, and disseminate the post-float glow. My name is Dan, your float guide for the night, and tonight we have one of our very own Float family members. This man comes from a family of floaters, and it's always a joy whenever another family member comes on in that his mother brings, and it's always a joy seeing her. So tonight we have Joshua Reddersen, a videographer in Appleton, Wisconsin, and tonight we're gonna get to know him a little bit better. So what's up, Josh? How was your float?
It's lovely.
Cut to the intro.
Oh, and here's the intro. Back. So tonight we are joined by our very own Float family member, Joshua Reddersen. Josh comes from an amazing family Today, we hear about the Reddersen family, how they found themselves at Floatlight, and what makes each member unique. Tell us more, Josh.
Okay, what do you want to know? There's a lot to go
Yeah,
through.
that was the script, but what I want to focus on is you, Josh.
Okay.
Before your float, you mentioned that you're a videographer, and you
Yeah.
also mentioned something else. Just tell us everything. Let's get to know you.
Okay. Well, I like to make videos for the internet.
Yeah, you're a content creator.
Yeah. I've made videos with friends. I've made projects with friends. I've made a few things by myself, but I like working with others more. When you work with others, you get a wider range of skills to pull from. So, for instance, I have a couple of friends that I grew up with, Jed and Josiah. They're fantastic people. Jed has gone to school for filmmaking in Milwaukee. Josiah is part of my Dungeons and Dragons group.
You've done some drone footage too.
I have done.
You showed me
some.
You showed me some amazing footage on.
Yeah.
You made. I like the action scene that you made.
Yeah. That was for a film contest. For Film Riot.
Yeah. Oh, for Film Riot.
It was for Film Riot. Yes.
Film Riot's dope. I love Film Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have, so if anybody doesn't know, Film Riot makes video tutorials on YouTube. Totally sick. Like, totally sick. And, like, really, really good DIY projects. But yeah, it's cool. I have a passion. I like to make film, too. But,
yeah, this is why I wanted to talk to you a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm here, man.
All right.
It actually just turned out, if anybody's wondering, Megan and Rochelle. Megan's actually off today. She's kind of on pseudo vacation. Rochelle had something going on tonight, so it's just us. Daniel.
It's just the boys.
Yeah, Daniel for the first time ever is the host. We had some technical difficulties, but you know what? This is the first time we're doing it, so hey, you know, we're practicing again. We're back to square one, as Joe Rogan would say. Sometimes. Daniel doesn't like Joe Rogan. But no, he does, if Joe Rogan's listening. Which I don't think he will. But if he is, maybe not. How was your float, bro?
Float was good. Interesting, though. First time I've ever seen anything while floating.
Whoa.
Probably, like, I don't know, you can't tell time in there.
Yeah.
But there's just one point I opened my eyes and I could have sworn I saw light coming out of just past my peripheral vision in my left eye. I could swear I could have seen, like, the side of my face here.
You know what color it was?
It was white.
What? Was it very intense or was it warm?
It was very subtle.
Mm.
It was, I would call it warm,
Yeah, wow.
but it was a very subtle light. I've never seen that before.
Was it just an instance or was it throughout?
It was, it probably lasted a good 2 minutes.
Wow.
You're saying like you saw visuals in the tank.
Yeah, I've never seen visuals before.
It happens eventually.
Yeah.
But you were probably focused. I mean, I'll tell you this, like I say this to all guests, sometimes coming on the show can be a little bit nerve-wracking for some people, so the float can be affected. But it can actually, going into a situation like a float, with any form of stress, can actually induce certain things. So it's kind of like you set an intention, but like, strangely enough, I've had the craziest floats in the morning. Like right after you wake up, if you get in that tank, like I have to drive down here and get in, unless I pull an all-nighter at Floatlight, and I get in that tank, I'll be in the lucid dream state. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Those are.
Oh, lucid dreams are the best.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a very strange way to get into lucid dreaming, and it never works for me.
Yeah,
Because-
Daniel was actually trying to show us, I think it was a while back. Oh, no, it was Josh.
Oh yeah, Josh. Hypnotism,
Yeah.
right?
No, Josh was talking about a method for slipping into lucid dreaming. You remember talking about that, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, our producer, that he was telling us about a technique for lucid dreaming. But anyhow,
What's your method? How
Oddly
do you do it?
enough, my method came from an episode of American Dad when what was the youngest kid? Anyway, he taught himself to lucid dream by seeing a red ball bouncing in his dream.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. I wonder if that works for me. So I thought about it. It's like, okay, what's something that I can't do in real life
Whoa.
that if I was doing it, I would be asleep? I would know I'm asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, little bit of backstory. I used to do parkour a lot.
Nice.
And so I'd been training parkour, and I knew that I could never do a backflip. I couldn't do a backflip. I just couldn't get my head around it. So I decided that if I was ever asleep, if I was ever dreaming and there was me doing backflips, and I must be dreaming. But every single time that I dream that I'm doing backflips, I think I'm awake. And I'm like, oh, cool, I can do backflips now. I can take this out of my dreams.
Yeah,
It's just like every single time. It
You know
never
what's
it never works
crazy
for me.
is a lot of people actually do find inspiration, whether or not it's an artistic creativity or creative element, or if it's even sometimes in a physical performance sort of way, can come as a result of a dream. In fact, many great inventors and artists, they visualize and conceptualize certain types of concepts that come from a dream and then bring them to fruition in the real world.
Mhm.
Like, I would imagine that this piece right here,
Mm-hmm.
which actually I just want to give a quick shout out. We had a guest come in earlier today. This piece was looking to find a new home, and she graciously allowed us to display this piece for. What's that?
If you would like to be able to see it, actually, you should probably bring it around here.
Oh, to the front? Yeah, I know. Our camera is exposing for the background, and it's unfortunate, but we can't really see it that well, but I'll bring it up. I bet you if I bring it up close to this one, it'll probably re-expose that camera.
Yep.
See that? Do this one. But you can see it. This piece is incredible. It's actually so unique, and the name of the piece is called Ballast and Buoyancy by Karen Schumann, and this is actually a pretty renowned piece of art. It's actually in some art books. Actually, the art book that's sitting right behind you. And
It's featured right here in this art book.
so American Art Collector, yeah.
If you get your hands on this book, check it out. Probably can't focus yet. It's on page 218.
And so we'll actually have that on display here at Flowlight. I think that if you see the art, you'll actually understand what we're. If you get a chance to see that piece of art, you'll probably understand what we're saying, like the amazing aspect of how it relates to floating.
Yeah,
But-
we could come check it out here at Floatlight.
Actually, it's just crazy. This was just brought to us right before the show started. This is a kind of a rough Floating Light Live so far, but we're gonna get into it. And we're gonna talk about some things. But yeah, I mean, Daniel, you're the host.
Drop a comment on some things you want to talk about. But like you were saying, so what influenced you originally to become a videographer? Like, what was it a movie or a piece of content online?
It was actually a YouTuber by the name of Freddie W.
Mm.
You may have heard of him.
I don't think so.
His channel goes by Rocket Jump now, but there was like a whole bunch of
He does rocket jump videos, like where he flies up in the sky.
yeah. He makes a whole lot of video game related videos. He made a whole lot of videos between 2010 and 2015.
Like video games in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I've seen it.
he did Video Game High School.
Yeah, so it's funny because Film Riot actually had some footage or had some how he did that, some sort of thing. So yeah, it's cool because I've seen those. Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
Victoria's in the comments. What's up, Victoria?
What's up, Victoria? See,
Hey,
she actually
Victoria.
joined us. So Victoria, she's a Ralpher, which is something I'm not too familiar about. In fact, I think Victoria should come on the show sometime. But she's the one who brought us this piece. We'll have it on display here at Floatlight. And if somebody someday would like to purchase it, like any of our art, we will certainly offer so that it can go to a good home, somebody that needs it. And of course, all of the proceeds to any art that we sell goes directly to the seller. So we're just an intermediary, you know, just trying to facilitate. Yeah, like a gallery, yeah, but without commission. We don't charge any of that stuff. Even though Victoria's like, you guys should make something, and then we're like, we're just happy that we can have this beautiful piece of art here. I mean, it's beautiful.
Have eyes on the work, yeah.
Yeah.
So Freddie W.
Yep. Freddie W. made a lot of visual effects in his work. There were also a few others that I was into. Devin Supertramp for a really long time. Lindsay Sterling. There was what was it? PDK Films. I think they did Nerf gun videos.
Oh, yeah, you have one of those.
Pretty cool. No, I have over 100.
Was this the time when saber videos were big?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes.
See that? Victoria told us Scott was.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Scott.
Victoria. Yeah, she is awesome. We got a chance to meet her today.
Yeah, so the big lightsaber videos were by this Ryan Weber.
You know.
Ryan Weber. Weber or Weber. It was like that. He did Brian versus Dorkman, Ryan versus Dorkman 2, Ryan versus Brandon 2, Ryan versus Brandon 3. These are all excellently choreographed lightsaber duels. They're all fantastic. You should check them out.
So did you implement your parkour with your like video tricks?
Yeah. My parkour led into a bit of trying to get into doing stunts and being a stuntman.
Yeah.
But I also was the cinematographer and the director.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I wanted to be part of a group of filmmakers, so I didn't have to juggle all of these hats at the same time.
Yeah.
So as John was saying, I showed him a video of us doing a car chase. It's a bit of a car chase for a film riot contest.
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
During that whole scene, I think I ended up getting stabbed in the leg and then getting my throat slit.
Whoa.
I did the effects for it. I had an air cannon with a funnel on it and it sprayed Jello all over the back of my friend's truck.
As blood?
As blood.
It was a violent scene.
It was like red Jello just splat.
But there was a little bit of a situation that happened.
Yeah. During filming of this, there was one point where the truck had to come sliding around a corner, and well, we were all supposed to hold on to the truck as it went around the corner, but I forgot to hold on. So instead of holding on to the side of the truck, I just fell over the side of the truck and hit the ground.
Yeah.
Out the door?
No, I was out. We were in the bed of the truck.
On top of the car?
We were in the bed of a white pickup truck.
And you fell out.
I fell out and I hit the ground really hard. I think we were probably going about 15, 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, it still hurts though. Yeah.
Yeah, boom.
Did you break anything?
Nope.
Oh,
But you got it on film.
I got it on film, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're all right.
Oh, sure.
So, have you ever tried your hand at making a film yet, or is that not part of the plan?
I haven't made any long form media as of yet. I have a whole bunch of ideas floating around that I'd like to work on.
Yeah, and what genre? Is it horror, action?
It's mostly action.
Nice.
I have a few ideas that are horror. I have a few ideas that are romantic.
Nice.
The one I'm currently working on is sort of a documentary about meeting my oldest brother.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's crazy. So tell us about it.
Okay, so back when my parents first got married, they started sponsoring a child through Compassion International. His name was Iso Saleh. He lives in Kenya, and they sponsored him from when he was 10 until he was 18. So, to put this in perspective, my oldest brother was born in 1989, and they started sponsoring Iso in 1990. so technically making him my oldest brother.
Yeah.
And
That's-
all growing up, I've known about this other person, and about 3 years ago, he got in contact with us through Facebook. And the first thing he did was just talk to my mama, because they would send letters back and forth from each other, and she kept all of his letters.
Wow.
Yeah. And your mom, Jenny, like your whole family have been kind of in communication with Issa.
Yeah.
Issa from Kenya.
Mhm.
And I think she was mentioning how there's all these different projects they're working on, and your dad was like, well, then if you'll get it. So your family has basically been connected with Issa's family to the point where you're like basically family now.
Yeah, basically family.
And you're actually going over to Africa.
I'm planning to go to Africa as soon as this whole COVID thing lifts.
Yeah.
I'm planning to go over there and spend some time with them.
That's great.
Don't know when that'll happen. Maybe next year, maybe the year after, but it's going to happen. It's guaranteed.
You know, and I was so when your mom Jenny, she was explaining the story, it was just like amazing, because I'm just like, man, what a deed of compassion.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell you. I don't even know if Daniel knows the story. He's probably just learning it for the first time.
just
All right,
learning
so
right now.
Daniel, let me tell you this. The first project we did for them that I can recall is he needed a new house. So his mother's house had been falling down, and they'd been living out of it. It had a tin roof, mud walls.
Wow.
Much like all of the architecture there, all the structures there, mud walls, tin roofs. So hers was falling down, and we felt bad that he had to raise his family in this house that was falling apart.
Yeah.
So what we did is 2 years ago for Christmas, we sent him about $800 to build a new house. And that $800 paid for the frame, which they made out of sticks. They made out of heavy duty sticks. They put up a tin roof. The walls they built from mud and straw. And the house looks fantastic. They painted it red and carved lines in it, so it looks like a brick house.
Nice. Yeah.
Then we sent them $200 for solar panels so that they could have electricity in the house. And it occurs to me that I have I recently bought a new drone. I paid $1,200 for a drone this big.
Yeah. And they made a house.
It is a fantastic drone, but that same $1,200 would have paid for their house. And it's like, it's kind of a wake-up call to be like, our lives are so expensive compared to theirs.
Yeah.
And to clarify that, I went out to dinner the other night and I spent $43 on my meal plus tip. And we send them $50 a week to feed 12 people for that entire week. It's crazy. It's hard for me to wrap my head around sometimes. But their family is so blessed.
Yeah.
Your family is unbelievably remarkable.
Yeah, thank you and your family so much. And,
Yeah, I'm serious.
and for those that know, Jenny is one of the most loving. I just love
She
it.
is so
I love
generous.
it when she comes.
She's so generous.
She's just
And I just want to point it out. Like, Jenny has been an amazing guest. She's been coming to Float Light for over a year and a half now, and almost 2 years, and it's amazing what floating has done for her. And I know that she's an advocate for floating, but she has gone through some major transformations, and she has literally, like you just said, she's brought every member of her family, and it's cool. And it's always nice to see everybody.
Yeah, it is.
And they always solve the puzzle box.
Yeah, it's a family
It's
of
something about you
geniuses.
guys, I'm telling you. Everyone's like, what's the puzzle box? Well, you're going to have to find out. You got to come to Floatlight and figure that one out. But yeah, you guys are awesome. And I have to say, like, man, it's just, it's so true. Like, when you put it in perspective, the amount of money we spend as Americans to what could truly occur for somebody in a third world country is huge. And I think that yourself and your whole entire family has gone through that, kind of has experienced that. It truly, I think it makes you folks, it puts you guys on another level, which it's remarkable. And I'll tell you, man, like, it's cool that Issa and his family, you actually get to communicate with them.
Yeah.
Yes, they send us videos of their daily life. We send them stuff of what we're doing. I sent him a picture once of the stuff I used to mow my lawn, and he had so many questions about just my lawnmower.
Whoa.
And I said, "How do you cut your grass?" He has a sickle, just a bladed sickle that he uses to cut his grass out front, so that he can. I think it's to cut down on the bugs, because the bugs live in the grass. Cut down the grass, no bugs.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been such a life, well, not a life, but like a perspective change once he went from letters to video now, and now he's communicating with you.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's the first time I heard about the story too, was, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months ago. And I was like, Jenny, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's truly incredible.
What do you want to know about the lawnmower? Like what
He wanted
stroke
to
it
know.
was?
He wanted to know how many horsepower it was, whether it was gas or diesel.
Whoa.
How expensive it was to run. It's like, well, I can. When I worked for a lawn care business, we went through gallons and gallons of gas. It was crazy. But you have to put premium unleaded in your gas lawnmowers, otherwise the ethanol will eat away at the engine and they won't run as long.
Hear that, Float family and friends?
Yeah.
Premium.
Premium unleaded.
It would be such a wonderful movie. I would definitely watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Hello, Father.
So it's a great transition, because that's actually the subject of what you're filming, is your documentary.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be great, man. And I'll tell you, if you ever put a teaser together, we'd love to play it on the show, or just share it. Cause
This should be in the documentary talking about
I mean,
this.
I was thinking this would be a great jumping off point. Just put this right at the beginning of the documentary and then lead into the rest of the...
Dude, we
like,
would be
like you're talking about it, and
Rest
then
of the
boom, you're
we'd
there.
be
on camera.
honored, man. Honored, like, seriously, to have you have this as a set. I mean, whatever you want, But yeah, I mean, it's such a cool story, and I think that it's a passionate reason to get into something, and that's great. It's so cool. I'm telling you, like, some of the most amazing people come to Floatlight. I'm serious. So anyhow, I wanted to point out one thing. Everybody out there right now that's listening, or anybody that's listening in the future, that voted for Jesse's piece of art.
Yes.
Thank you, because Jesse actually won the People's Choice for Chalk on the Town,
Congratulations.
and I'm so, and I mean, she's definitely thankful. She was. You should have heard her last night. She was like, "Oh my God, I won!" Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you again for voting for her. She really did put her heart and soul into this piece, and it had a very deep meaning, and it was something that I think she needed, and we all needed. So thank you again for helping her achieve that very. I think it's an accomplishment for her, and because she doesn't do the in it for winning. She does it just for fun, and so I think that she deserved that opportunity to have that, which is actually kind of interesting, because we actually have a piece. We actually have that segment, so if you didn't get a chance to watch it, you guys can check it out right now if Josh wants to play it. Or if Daniel wants to start that one. Yeah, if you got some other things to talk about, that's cool.
Let's check it out. Welcome back. So, thank you so much for voting. We really appreciate all those votes. Now, Joshua.
Yeah.
So, you are making a documentary.
Yeah.
How many years did it take to being a fan of Eddie W?
Freddie W.
Freddie W, sorry.
Yeah.
To making your own projects?
It took about, I don't know, I'd say 2 years maybe. It was like being a fan of them for so long and then being like, is this something I want to get into? I think this is something I want to get into.
And they do tutorials?
Yeah, they do tutorials.
Whoa. Check them out.
Most of their videos that they've released, they have behind the scenes videos for.
Yeah.
And if you've ever watched any movies with any of the behind the scenes content on them, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So are you on YouTube yourself and doing the same type of work?
I'm on YouTube. I do occasionally release new stuff. It's spaced out.
Yeah.
But there was a while ago that I was doing a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Did that for about a year before my group was like, "Can we not do this anymore?"
Yeah. So what was it, just like filming your game? Or
Yeah,
was
it's
it,
just recording the game, and I think it came down to I was just done with trying to keep everybody's mics synced.
Yeah.
Because we were all playing. Several of us were in Madison. The rest of us were in Fond du Lac. Some
This was
were
over
in
Skype?
Oshkosh. Yeah.
Oh my
For Discord.
dude. You're a
That was crazy. That was crazy to wrangle
pioneer,
that.
Josh.
Yeah, if that was how many years ago?
That was 2 years ago that I was doing
I
that.
suppose Discord was around, but that's cool.
Hmm
Yeah.
Did you know the creator was from Lake Geneva?
I did not know that.
Wait.
Shouts out to Lake Geneva of Dungeons and Dragons.
No way.
Yep. You should make a video of how to start, cause like I wanna start. I just don't know anyone that plays.
Everyone's like,
I know a lot
"Damn,
of our viewers
look
play.
at all those nerds out there."
Dude, it inspired so many different things. Like
Well,
Yeah.
it actually
World of Warcraft,
if you really,
RuneScape.
if you really could understand what Dungeons and Dragons is, D&D, it's really at its core. You're creating an imaginative universe.
It's an imaginary world where you can play imaginary characters and kill imaginary
But
monsters.
what other type of games do you know of that allow you to set the scene? It's almost like a beginner's intro into filmmaking.
It is almost like it's like
Yeah.
a beginner's intro into storytelling.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So anybody out there that's like, man, look at those nerds talking about Dungeons and Dragons. I
This
don't
is a
care
new
what you-
world, John.
I
No
don't
one
even
thinks
care.
like that anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't care what you call it. I mean, you don't even have to call it D&D. You can call it Space Wars. It doesn't even matter. You could just call it. Let's make a game called Office Space and Workplace.
all right. How would you play that?
Well, let's set the scene. So
Oh, I'm coming in late, but I know Catherine is working.
Someone
She
just
takes her
sued
lunch
you.
break.
yeah,
Oh,
you got
shoot.
sued and rolled the dice.
Okay.
See if we
You
want-
mopped and they slipped and now they injured themselves.
Oh, now we have
or
to
you're,
play out
or you're late and you have to come up with a good excuse. Roll the dice.
Oh no.
Did they believe me, or are they calling me out on my BS and saying, "No, you gotta get. We're gonna write you up this time. 3 more write-ups and you're out."
Oh,
That's
no.
what I'm saying, though. But storytelling, it is truly like that. I mean,
Yeah. It can be anything from super dramatic to goofy. Our group plays it pretty goofy, but there are groups that play. The most famous one is Critical Role, and they play a super dramatic, serious game. Sure, their characters are all misfits and goofballs themselves, but the way that
and they carry characters over.
yeah, yes, they do. It's great. It's fantastic. It's like a soap opera, but instead of being written, it's like just an improv soap opera.
So what do you normally play as?
I play as a half giant named Belor. He's a big, lovable idiot who hits stuff.
Well, you know.
What weapon does he have?
He has a ballista. He has a modded ballista, so he can use it as a shoulder-fired crossbow.
Josh, you used to play D&D, didn't you?
Done
I've dabbled.
I've dabbled in that world.
I dip my toes.
Yeah, I when I played, my friends and I, and maybe it was just because, and I'm sure all the D&D people out there are probably like, man, you're not even doing it right. But we would always take like characters from our favorite video games,
Oh yeah.
like Legend of Zelda, and we were big in N64 back in the day, so like Star Fox and Super Smash Brothers was basically like
It was
Link.
basically yeah.
So we would create our own Dungeons and Dragons version of everything from N64.
Mhm.
Like we were playing Super Smash Brothers, basically in D&D, which was really, really fun, actually.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, you should check out Lunchbox in Oshkosh on Friday nights. They have like
Oh, it's
video
a-
game tournaments.
Is it a game store?
No, it's a sandwich shop. But at night, they like Friday nights they have like Call of Duty on the wall, like projected. They have N64
Oh.
and all that stuff. Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah,
Yep, your
there's
old
a bar
homeboys.
downtown that does that too.
Oh yeah, Arcade Bar or Player One or whatever.
Player One. Yeah.
Shots out.
Cool.
Yeah, they're just right downtown. I mean, I'm not promoting, the potential for you to go to a bar necessarily. Go to lunch.
You don't have to drink. I don't think. You can play. Just play.
I'm pretty sure that their business model.
Oh yeah, they're a bar.
Set up. Unless you can order can I order a $7
Mozzarella sticks?
7-Up? Mozzarella do I have?
You just go in and say, I'm the designated driver.
Sir, there's nobody with you.
Wait, Lawrence, you're
Mind your business.
Wait, aren't you with all those other guys who are also designated drivers?
That's my D&D party. We're all designated drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
7 designated drivers walk into a bar. Go.
Gosh! Oh, Brianna!
Hey, Brianna. How are you?
Yosh.
Brianna was in the other day for her birthday.
Yeah?
I don't know if I saw her on the way out.
Does Yosh mean anything to
Oh, no, yeah.
D&Ders?
Gosh.
Yes.
Whoa.
I was... Yosh is...
Oh, is that your name?
No, it's...
Oh.
Yosh is a nickname. I played Yoshi in Mario Kart, and growing up, everyone called me Joshi. So now
Yeah.
they just take the J off my name, put a Y in, and
Yep.
now I'm Yoshi. So I'm Yosh.
All you gotta do is turn it on, Josh. I'm just letting you know.
So,
Yeah, I am.
so what are 5 major inspirations behind your like development in videography?
5 major ones. Pirates of the Caribbean,
Nice.
the first movie. My
Yeah.
favorite movie of all. I love the storytelling and that the music is fantastic. The action is superb. I was gonna say
Subpar.
I was
The
gonna
action
say
subpar.
It's subpar, superb. Which one is the word? I can't English.
I can't English.
That's definitely up there as like, I would love to make a pirate movie one day. My brother and I came up with a great plot for a movie starring pirates and ninjas.
Whoa.
Dude, it's classic.
Ninja pirates, man.
Yes, ninjas versus pirates.
Would it be like a parody almost?
It would be almost. It would be kind of a parody based loosely on historical reality.
Yeah, like the English going to like
It was
China
the
and
Dutch.
the opium wars. Yeah, the
It
Dutch.
was the Dutch trading with Japan and
Dude.
India,
Yeah, that
and
would
they have
really be ninjas.
Dude, this is sick.
Yeah, I could see it.
the Dutch
Wait, wait.
hire.
If it's Japan, isn't it samurai?
Yeah, the Dutch would hire
Hey,
Japanese ninjas
And Brianna.
and use them as bodyguards as they cross the China Sea going to India to protect them from the East Asian pirates.
Imagine a Shogun captain, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is sick.
You know what's crazy? And I'm a gamer, I'll admit it, but I'm playing this game called Ghost of Tsushima right now.
Mhm.
Oh man, it is basically pirates and ninjas in a lot of ways. There's some pirates and ninjas, but
For real?
that game is awesome. Man. This is how I escape the world. I gotta be a samurai. Now I was a cowboy at one point when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. Now I'm a samurai. I've been playing a lot of ninja games. My life is chaotic.
Get into Skyrim, bro.
Yeah.
I played it.
It's not for you.
No, I downloaded a bunch of mods. So I turned the
That's
dragons.
the way to do it.
Yeah, I turned the dragons into Thomas the
Tank engine.
tank engine.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you probably
man.
watched what's his name?
Is it MXR?
No,
No?
it was what's his dude, famous streamer, video game Donkey
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of him.
or Donkey.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's funny, dude. That
Yeah.
guy is a riot. But or Prod. But anyway, yeah, it's fun. That's what I do. That's what I do on my spare time. I
Yeah.
disappear into a video game. But you know, everyone's got
Leave a
their own-
comment if you want to see John start streaming.
Yeah. I'll,
Yeah, Twitch stream.
Be sponsored by Floatlight, dude.
Nah. It'd be private. Nobody would know how to find me. But we did have a video game streamer from Toronto outside that one time. Remember?
I do.
She was trying to be unsavory though.
Oh.
So
Those Canadians, man.
we had to drive her away. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Just go. You know, you had
So-
too many drinks.
What other inspirations do you have? Like my inspiration is Wes Anderson, #1.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with his work?
Oh yeah, I love Wes Anderson
Yeah.
movies.
Like super horror.
No.
Wait.
It's like the perfect.
No, I'm thinking.
It's
of,
like the perfect rain weather. Like when it's not nice outside, you just put on some Wes Anderson films.
Yeah, like
Okay,
man.
I'm
right
thinking
now.
of a different.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a different.
I'm not a
director.
fan of horror. No,
No, I'm
I like
thinking
thrillers.
I'm thinking of the other director, Wes
Craven.
Wes Craven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wes Craven. Yeah, so Wes Anderson.
Yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Have you seen the Dog Island or whatever it was called?
Not yet. No.
That's good.
I do want to see that one. Maybe I'll watch that one.
Under the Silver Lake.
Have you heard about this film? Do you have Amazon Video?
Yeah.
Dude, Under the Silver Lake.
All right.
Yeah, that movie's weird though.
Yeah.
That's kind of a crazy suspense horror.
And then check out the Reddit after.
Yeah, because you'll be like diving into the Reddit, like, what did I just watch?
What was this?
Giving Jesse nightmares.
What's
I'll tell you
happened?
that.
Dude, it's basically life.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yeah.
which reminds me, we got some cool new things here at Flowlight.
Everybody. When you come to Floatlight next time, ask for the Shazam samples. We have one of our float guests who graced us with some of her beautiful tinctures and nootropics. So we have Shazam with Shazandra inside of honey. Boosts your immunity, calms you down, gets rid of that cortisol. We also have Saint Mothers. And we're doing a value pack, 2 for $30, or you could buy each separately. Now,
And the samples are free. You
oh yeah, and
take
you could have
one-
as many samples as you like. Just come on in, try the samples.
You
You're
take
gonna
one
love it.
before the float. It's crazy how good this stuff works.
Yeah.
And so Alice, she has like 46 acres out in Amherst, and it's Alice's Rabbit Hole.
Oh
is
yeah,
the-
Alice's
is the
Rabbit
line.
Hole.
And you can check it out online too. But it's amazing, this stuff, and we're offering it before the float. If you like it, have some in the lounge. But basically, it's just one of those things. It's a locally made product. Amazing stuff. So
Yeah, has organic Shazandra berry, all locally sourced honey, and they're filtered with water and alcohol. The syrup is truly a gift to our overactive minds and nerves. So yeah, it's all about lowering that cortisol, and then everything else that is good for you just raises. We also have new Epsoak salts, especially for men, Lux for men. So come check it out. And we're also doing new bookable events. You could sign up on floatlight.floathelm.com for Tuesday, August 18th at 6 p.m. That's Tuesday, August 18th at 6 p.m. It's called Expand Your Awareness, and the cost is $30. And if you are interested, you could call us, and we'll set you up for that.
And that's actually going to be there. Tammy and Ron Cruz are going to be doing that event,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be awesome. Definitely check it out. You'll see it on the Facebook page. But Tammy and Ron's our next guest on the show.
Wow. Yeah.
Which unfortunately Megan's on vacation too, so you'll have to be the host of that one.
I get to be the host.
You have to. Okay, you
I'm
get
saying I get to.
Yeah.
It's a privilege for Dan.
Yeah,
So
dude.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay,
It's
now
like-
Daniel's gonna argue with me.
I
I'm
get
just
to
kidding.
argue.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, it's gonna be great. Scott, check it out. And Scott, you got to come to this event. I think you're really gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, dude. Expand your consciousness and raise that chi.
Man, I'm telling you, but Tammy and Ron are some talented people. They truly are amazing. And man, we all need some long distance healing. So Scott, you're out there right now. Send us some Reiki energy, man. I can feel it every time Scott does. I'm like, dude, Scott, you're a powerful force, man. You really are. And thank you everybody who joined the stream. Sorry, we were all kind of sketchy in the beginning.
It's all good. They know what they're rocking with. Now, do you have any final words for the beautiful members and others that get to view?
Oh, I got one shout out for my group that I play with.
Jed and Isaiah. Josiah.
Jed and Josiah.
Jed and Josiah.
Blood and Vinegar Forever.
Yeah, man.
That sounds rough, but hey.
Man, that's another inside joke from our favorite books growing up. We all read the Redwall books by Brian Jakes. Like mice and squirrels fighting in a abbey in the forest to ward off enemies to keep the woodlands safe.
Was this a graphic novel?
This they released the first one as a graphic novel,
Yeah.
but it was a book series, a
Mm.
children's book series. And Blood and Vinegar was the war cry for the long patrol hares.
Mm.
And we named our Dungeons and Dragons group,
Mm.
Blood and Vinegar,
Yeah.
because we all read those books.
And is there any URLs or social medias you want our viewers to check out?
You could check out my YouTube channel at Joshua Reddersen.
Joshua Reddersen, everybody.
Follow me on Twitter at Joshua Reddersen. Facebook, I'm Joshua Reddersen. And basically anywhere, I'm Joshua Reddersen.
All platforms, Joshua Reddersen. That's with 2 Ds.
I'll be back.
And John's gonna come back with his words of wisdom for the final
I definitely got something to say.
round. But for now,
Yeah, buy some time, Dan.
I'm gonna buy time.
Dan is gonna try out this new machine that he has.
So check out my new machine. Shouts out to Teenage Engineering.
What does that mean?
It is not audible. You can hear it? I can't hear it.
Oh, I turned your.
Can you turn them on, please?
How do you do? Oh, I see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for some reason the camera doesn't want to connect. That's crazy. Yeah, that's fine. We don't get a normal floating lit live outro, but that's fine. So I'm gonna say something. Alright friends, I don't really get to come on camera very often, so this is my opportunity to talk to y'all while Daniel plays something in the background. I very much appreciate everybody out there who listens to Floating Light Live, that does anything it comes to Float Light, and for those who haven't been here, or that for those who have questions, especially during these very uncertain times, I think we all need a place. We all need to find a place, and not to say that Float Light is that place, but I think that if you haven't found a place, try to find that place, because if you're stuck in the echo chamber and you live by fear, it will corrupt. It does corrupt. Life is a complicated thing, and we're all going through serious. I think this is like a form of culture shock, honestly. We've never experienced this. It's like something new, and I think that we just need to come together. People need to come together and experience something together. I think we will all kind of realize that everything's going to be okay. We are truly in an awakening. And with that, I have nothing else to say. We don't have an outro today because for some reason, I'm telling you, if I sit on this couch, the set of the Floating Night Live is cursed. Everything breaks, but no, it's fine. Anyway, that's it, friends. Daniel, do you have any last words? This is Daniel's expression. Any last words? Later, friends. Are we out?
No.
Josh is like, no, we're not out. We're just sitting here.
Just spike the camera and stare at them. And
Oh, Daniel's gonna do his little set.